I don't know if you've realized, but yeah, I've opened a little small business and I do hair, and you should come because what are you waiting for? But yeah, I'm being for real. If you want to know what kind of hairstyles I do, um, I'm gonna release that soon and you'll know. But it's basically all things crochet, hence the name. Y'all should follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna drop the handle and, well, follow my business handle. And yeah, this is just an example of some of the, you know, types of services I offer. I did this on myself, and to say the least, I think it's hot. I've received like a lot of compliments about the hair, and girl, if you're trying to look snatched like I do, and you're trying to preserve your edges and just like have something really easy on the eye and just, to do on your hair, obviously, yeah, just give me a shout through DM and we'll chat there. Hello, hi, welcome to today's video. My name is Tshiamo and I'm amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about literally dealing with romantic disappointments, and it's just like a chit chat, and I will be reviewing this spray. If you were subscribed to my channel in the beginning, I sort of did like a review of it, and I wasn't impressed with that video, so I deleted it, and mainly because I started to see how well this bronzer, it's not a bronzer, what is it called? Bronze Babe setting spray. So basically it's like a setting spray and a bronzer at the same time, because it has like, the glitter that you need, and it gives your face that zhuzh. And yeah, I felt like I was quick to judge it, and maybe it was because it was fairly new, and now I've like used maybe like a quarter of it, and yeah, no, this is my go-to setting spray. Do you see like it has like gold stuff? So it literally does the things. If you want to get it, look, get it. I recommend it 100%, and that's on period. That's on period. So yeah, let's just get into the video. I feel like, yeah, I wanted to speak about this particularly because I I feel like these really inhibit us from like reaching our potentials in like romantic relationships, because we hold on to like so much of the past, and that for me is like not the vibe, because to be honest, I wish I could forget. No, for reals, I wish I could forget, because yeah, no, it really doesn't serve you in the future, and it's just good to let go of it, but sometimes it's so hard. It's really so hard, especially because we ruminate so much. Okay, I don't want to speak for everyone, but like I ruminate a lot, and yeah, no, I just think it's one of those qualities of mine. I just wish I could get rid of like in an instant, but it takes work. It takes work. I wish I was just like naturally not a ruminator, but I am, and it's partly because I'm usually just so hard on myself, and yeah, unlearning that is taking a lot out of me. Literally, like it's taking a lot out of me, and I don't know. You tell me how you deal with your stuff. Um, how does it work out for you? Because for me, child, I'm gonna reduce this. Don't worry, girl. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna trust the process. So yeah, I just feel like it holds us back so much, and it's like you can take your time healing and like avoiding dating, but like for how long? You get for how long? And what's gonna change? after you've like sat there on your own and you know not put yourself out there for so long. Like, what's gonna change? If something is gonna change, then I definitely recommend that you do that. you know Focus on yourself and be on a healing journey. But the thing with the healing journey is that it's not destination based. Oh my gosh, these birds are getting on my last nerve. But anyway, um girl, um yeah, it's just like, if nothing's gonna change, then what's the use? You get, unless, I don't know, you have like a quick fix. I don't know how other people do it, but like I felt like for me, depending on the gravity of the situation, I think 3 months is like a proper healing period, obviously. Just to, literally pour your feelings out on paper, if that's what you do, and like introspect on what your part and their part, and what you'd like to change, and what you want your next partner to be like, or at least the main qualities that you want from them. So yeah, I feel like, yeah. And I was actually reading this. Damn, trust the process. I was actually reading this. I think it was a post where the person was like, you know, also in these healing journeys, we usually write out an exhaustive list of how we want our next partner to be, or like our ideal partner to be. But it's like we don't usually leave room for them to be human. And child, sis, that spoke to me because we sometimes get ahead of ourselves with what we want, especially in romantic relationships. I mean, someone will meet your expectations, don't get me wrong, someone will. But sometimes we we go out of our way to make it difficult for someone to be with us, and that is definitely not the vibe. um and I'm not just saying about things that are like really 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 critical for you to be able to function in like a proper healthy romantic relationship. No, I'm not talking about those things. I'm talking about things that are really trivial or like superficial. But I do realize that um that's what makes us who we are. It literally does, especially for some people in relationships, and that's what they want what they want, and I'm one of those people. I want what I want. I'm so sorry, like, I'm one person. I'm not gonna, yeah, no, maybe in the past I would like try and compromise and stuff, but now, no, that's just not gonna happen, and I'm so strict with that. It's like making it impossible for someone to be with you. But I've realized that that wasn't the case when it came to my romantic disappointments. Um, for me at least. I don't know. Obviously, I can't speak for other people. But yeah, for me, I don't think there was anything impossible. They were reachable expectations. And yeah, that's on period. That's literally the vibe. And I feel like also this thing of like telling people not to have expectations is like the worst. Because actually, there's no way you're not gonna have expectations, because that's like counterproductive. That's like anything goes. And trust me, anything goes is the worst thing you can ever do, because you have to have your own boundaries, and you have to have an exhaustive list of them being like, this is what I'm not gonna accept, this is not gonna make me feel good. And I feel like we overlook that a lot in, you know, trying to make things work like that, and I just feel like we should stop. Period. Like, we need to reach a place where we're like out of this mentality. Like, not the vibe. Literally not the vibe. And I mean it. So, yeah, just going back to like our boundaries and stuff, we hope for the best. It's like not studying for the test and hoping for the best. Like, it can go 50-50. You get what I mean? And you have no one to blame. You literally have no one to blame, because I feel like at this point in time, you should know that people are not that good. At least most of the time, they can be very bad. I don't like saying that because, there are a lot of good people in this world, but yeah, no, people can be bad. And that's something we overlook a lot. By we, I mean me. Literally, because y'all know I be using myself a lot in these conversations, and probably just speaking to myself over and over and over, because I also need these reminders. Doesn't mean I'm perfect in relationship. I wish. I wish. Actually, I don't wish to be perfect, but like, it's just like one of those things I'm like, you know, you should already know this, but don't beat yourself up if you don't, or if you need a reminder once in a while. And that's just how I think about it. At least that's how I think about it. But in saying that, I also want to say that I'm often really frustrated by how some people go out of their way to not reach your expectations and to waste your time and to just be the opposite of what you want. Even after you've told them what you want. Like, I mean, it's just so frustrating, because why are you doing this? Why are you wasting my time like this? Rafet, it is so maybe because of y'all, of people like that. And I really hate to say it, but nah, these people need to be dealt with, like, urgently. Because I don't understand, like, what's fun about doing that? Like, what do you benefit from doing that? I Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the problem. But in this respect, I'll gladly be the problem, because there's absolutely no way I'm gonna accept such nonsense. Like, what do you even mean? What are you even saying? And it's just so heartbreaking, because um people genuinely be into you like that, and you just waste their time. Like, you just waste their time and have no remorse about it. And I feel like even if you do have remorse, it still doesn't change the fact that you messed up. And there are people who don't want to admit that they messed up. And that for me is another one, is another video on its own. Because what do you even mean you can't see? Like, why aren't you self aware as a grown adult? Like, come on. And I'm not trying to rush anyone into being self-aware, but at the same time, I'm like, these are like basic stuff that you need to know. And who do you expect to know them for you? you know and I'm just really over it. Like, I can't. And I promised myself I'll try not to shut down, because I really just want to get over that. It's not a good look. It's not giving emotionally okay. Not that I'm forced to be, but like, child, there comes a point where you need to be able to deal with people straight up. and just confront them about stuff. And I feel like I'm in the period of doing that in my life. You get, and um, yeah, that should be the vibe, literally, because people just be taking you for a fool because you're quiet and you don't say much, and you always want to be the person who is not causing a lot of problems. And I don't know, I haven't benefited a lot from that, so that's why I'm deviating from that. Girl, I tried. I tried. It's okay. So that's why I'm deviating from that. And I just wanna, you know, be someone who is mature enough to deal with things straight up and just stop being this person who's always afraid of competition, of being easy. You just don't want to cause much trouble. You just don't want to make a lot of noise. Like, what's wrong with you? Why not? Like, why not? Like, why not? What's your reason for, wanting not to cause a stir? Like, people have to hear you, deserve to hear what you have to say. And nah, I just don't feel like that's something one should be, too proud of, at least in my instance, because that's just not gonna work out in the end, and you're just gonna be resentful because you were quiet, and now people are taking advantage of you, and yeah, it's okay, it's chill. Everyone can go back to work as per usual. Like, nah, start demanding more. Literally, start demanding more, because people are literally gonna give you what they want to, and it'll be up to you to accept it or not to accept it. So I just feel like I don't want to victim blame, obviously, when it comes to romantic disappointment, but at the same time, we need to learn how to be there for ourselves, how to speak up for ourselves, because people can disappoint you, but it's always, up to you what you do with that disappointment. Are you just gonna sweep it under the rug, or are you going to confront them about it, or what? Like, what? The ball is literally in your court, and I feel like if you don't use it, you don't manipulate the ball as it's an object and really not anything that can cause your demise. I feel like it's your time now. It's your time now. So there's absolutely no way. I feel like you reach a point where you just get tired of people's nonsense, and you're like, you know what? I'm just not gonna take it anymore. Context also, matters a lot, and I feel like I should also take that into consideration. But yeah, I just wanted to come here and like talk about it, because I see like a lot of people are stuck in that I've been disappointed state, and I've been there. I want to say that I've been there, and I know how it feels. You feel like you're in limbo and nothing is working out, and the world hates you, people hate you, and they probably do. Well, some, I'm not gonna lie to you and say everyone loves you, but the people who matter will love you, and the people who don't matter that much can hate you, and that's okay. You can live with that. You don't need to be liked by everyone. But in a romantic sense, it's really hard to really be vigilant, because also in love you're trying to be soft, you're trying to be um vulnerable, and you're trying all these other things that love requires of you, because in as much as love is free, it does require some things from you. At least healthy love, and long lasting love, it requires some things from you, and it's something we should all be cognizant of because, wow, my child was Wagwan, Wagwan, if we're being for real. Um, and I feel like, with that said, I want to say that, look, if you believe in love and you believe that's the root that God has, placed in your life, you shouldn't give up. Don't give up. Like, once you give up, ah, it's gone, hey? Like, your hope is gone, and there's nothing anyone can do to bring it back. So I feel as though shouldn't lose hope. Just like normal life, don't lose hope in romantic relationships if that is what you feel like is your portion, you know? Um, I know I will never give up because I feel like that's my portion. Honestly, that is my portion. I'm someone who God wanted to be loved and to love, and I'm not gonna give up ever. Ever. You get what I'm saying? And that's just me. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm too much of a hopeless romantic, as they put it. But to be honest, I'm not gonna give up. Every time I've fallen, I've dusted myself and got on with life because there are still so many people out there. If the one person couldn't love you and respect you the way you deserved to be loved and respected and, given effort and appreciated, best believe that someone out there is gonna do it with ease. I want you to hear that. Best believe that someone is gonna do it with ease, without a sigh, without a change in heart, in expression, in demeanor, and like they're gonna do it with a big fat smile. So don't give up. Work on your self-awareness and your boundaries, and just know that some people are bad, some people are good, some people are going through a lot, which makes them bad, but isn't an excuse for them to treat you poorly. And keep that in your heart and know that, look, everything has a season and it'll happen in its own time. But in as much as it'll happen in its own time, do not, do not leave things to fate. One thing you shouldn't do in this life, don't leave things to fate. Because my child, nah, 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 don't be doing it. If you got the power and the will and the strength to impact your future, or the direction of things, where things can go, then I think you should use it. You can actively decide to do it and continue to do it. You get, it's not a matter of being stuck and chained down, and there are avenues you can use to actually do that for yourself. Literally, guys, the University of YouTube is there. Books are there. Look, just do the work that needs to be done. If you can afford therapy, try that. Work with a professional or life coach and just get where you need to go, where you need to, be in that season of your life. And sometimes you just need to rest it out, and you will see what happens, how it unfolds. Because sometimes just being patient and really, letting time pass helps, gives you perspective, and And new experiences can also afford you that. And yeah, you don't know. No one really has the answers. People can try. I can try. An expert can try. Professional can try. But things happen in their own way and in their own time. And sometimes it wasn't meant to be a lesson, but it ends up being one. And that's just life. A series of unpredictable, happenings. And that is completely okay. That is something, obviously, I don't think is fair, but I'm not the orchestrator of how the world works. I can just orchestrate how my own world works. And I found that that has helped me in so many parts of my life, And yeah, with romantic disappointment also comes disappointment with regards to plans because, you know, we make so many plans. We make so many plans with, romantic interest, and we just hope they work out. And sometimes they don't. And obviously that hurts like a motherfucker, but you need to stand up. You literally need to stand up because you can't just be sitting there and being weak in the knees. You need to dust yourself up and get up. That's if that's your portion. But if it's not your portion, I feel like you can literally avoid romantic relationships. Trust me, I've tried. You can. If you don't want to be into anyone, don't. Don't. You can absolutely live your life without a romantic, you know, interest. You really can. And in as much as, mass media has made it seem like you can't, you can. I mean, you can focus on your other relationships more, you know. Obviously, they won't replace that. I don't want to call it a void because it's not, but they won't replace the romantic relationship. But they can help you focus on other things. And that's the chat. That is literally the chat, my dear. Ooh, this is so dramatic. But anyway, I'm like, in a very dark color. I'm no makeup artist, child. I do what I can when I can. I'm that kind of person. I'm not gonna trip over it. But if you need to cry about it, cry about it. Come back a better soldier, a better person, and you're ready for business. I feel like that's how it is. There's no other way to put it, love ki love tu. And you get better with time. You learn more, you experience more, and things just keep, unfolding in the way that they have to. Sometimes not. And I realized that this is really hectic to even begin to unpack, but something worth considering and unpacking, literally, because we go through the most as people, and I feel like it's better to go through the most with some support, having some support in your life. And that's just me. Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love this look. I love it. I love it. It's quite it's really dramatic, but I love it. Um, like I said, I'm not a makeup artist, but like you get, I do what needs to be done. I be slaying when I need to be slaying. You get, but yeah, it's just like I don't want to say any other disappointment because heartbreak literally rocks us like a lot. Like it rocks, it doesn't play. It rocks. Heartbreak rocks. People end up in like mental institutions. Some people, just shut down forever. And that is such a shame, but every situation is different, and sometimes you have the power to affect whatever situation that you're in. You can try, at least you can try. But yeah, I just feel like some people need to grow up and stop being the cause of misery for others. Because when you're in a cycle where you keep being the problem like consistently, it gets it gets worrisome. You get, and that's where we're not trying to get, because why are you trying to do that to people? You get, like, there's absolutely no need for that. I couldn't need. Um, and that's on period. Literally, I didn't want to like make a deep face beat, but it seems like I'm forced to go there. The frustration that comes with disappointment is just beyond me because I don't get it. I feel like but yeah, this is actually the part that's like, really interesting because you don't get it. Like, you're like, why? What is the reason? Why is someone doing this to me? But anyway, I'm just gonna speed this up and I'll come back with, you know, my face ready. Girl, I went on and got some lighting. It was load shedding. But yeah, I'm just gonna like show you how it looks. Like, do you see the glow? Do you? Am I the only one who sees the glow? Because, well, child, I be looking fly as hell, even when I'm not trying. Like, lampa namar or a limpon. Period. I love it. I want us to talk about the setting spray. Firstly, it smells good. It smells good. Doesn't have like a potent smell or whatever you call it. And these particles dry into your skin, so it's not like you have flakes on your face, and the pigment is just pigmenting. I think it would suit anyone of any complexion, and that's just my vibe, my opinion. And packaging, there's not much to say about it. I think it's descriptive. You can see it. It is what it is. It is what it is. And I like it. This, what is it? The head, this thing sprays lovely. It actually like, pulls it out like that, and not just like directly. It just makes like a spritzer type of vibe, and it's affordable. And I feel like, if you want it, you can get it, and that's just my vibe. I just love it, guys. It just gives you that look that you want. Well, assuming that this is the look that you want, you just want to glow, and I love it. For me, it's definitely like a 10 out of 10. Yes, a 10 out of 10. You heard me right. And that's just what I'm going with. And I love it. There's not much to say about it. I just appreciate it. I'm not like a perfect makeup professional. So obviously, my review is not going to be very detailed because I don't know what is actually needed in a setting spray or whatever. But for me, it works better than most setting sprays I've tried. And child, I've tried a lot. Trust me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I don't know, subscribe, share, whatever that you want to do, man. Just do it.